Oh, yes, we're here at Sir Monty's in Courtice, Ontario. And Matt and Bobby here are going to take us just through a quick tour of their brewery and bar. So, whenever you guys are ready, wherever you want to start.
We're going to let Matt go because he's one place to decide.
Okay, yeah.
We can start back here. We have 15 beers on tap, all craft beers, and some of them are not ours. We buy from other local breweries to kind of help support them as well. So we have a couple of guest taps here from some of the local guys. Get a little more variety on tap. We've got 3 beer fridges full of beer from other breweries. So again, people could want to try different craft beers that are not want to drive around in 2-3 hour drives to expand their palate on beers. They can try stuff.
That's great.
And we have all the domestic beers and all the other good stuff that everyone loves.
We got bar rail, wine as well.
We've been here for 3 years. As you know, this place has got a pretty colorful history.
Yeah.
So we tried to pay some respect to that with some of our signs around here that are up on the walls. And just little funny things that give you a sense of our sense of humor. But like I said, you have to walk around it. I've hid them all over the place. So some of them are under the counter, some of them are
All on the counter?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's
like-
little ones down there.
Oh,
Little
we have really coat hangers out of there.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
There's different things like that.
That's great. Yeah.
So yeah, we can seat 8 people on the floor comfortably, plus all their bar stools. So we host private events in here where you can have, for this about 8 people. We recommend it's a cap, but our capacity is just over 100.
Over 100.
So
Okay.
that's our legal capacity.
Yeah.
But it gets very crowded.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually 70, 80 people is a
Oh,
place
wow.
to break rocket.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. That's absolutely amazing. I like this little area here. You have like a little sitting, like it's just for people that want to come and sit too.
Yeah, you can especially in the winter time, people sit and grab a nice stout, want to sit here in front of the fireplace, and just enjoy the ambiance.
Yeah.
Wine Sunday afternoons.
Okay. And that's where you guys do like
That's your
live
sitting.
shows like right here.
Yes. Yeah, we've got stage lighting and everything set up, so
Yeah.
we can set up the mics,
Okay.
bring the speakers out, so
Yeah.
everyone's performing. We found that when we took over, they would be in front of the fireplace, and the problem was now they're in front of people's, like, so some people, they're looking at the back.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't very, this end of the bar ended up being kind of a dead space.
Yeah.
So we took out a booth, put the stage over here. Now they can see the entire venue.
Yeah.
Get better sound for everybody, and there's a couple of seats that aren't fantastic because of the fireplace walls.
Yeah.
But you can still see or hear the people a lot
Right.
better than what you used to be able to.
And I want to go back to that sitting. I know you can sit there. I just wonder if you like if you come in, anyone can kind of sit there,
Well, yeah.
or is it like reserved seating?
No.
kind of thing. That's kind of Get back to that. So I see these guys laughing. So I just wanted to get back to that.
No, you get a couple nice warm chairs. To sit
Yeah,
in.
man.
You flick the fireplace on if you're
Yeah.
cold. And
Right on,
it
man.
does work. So.
All right. Okay. So if you come in, walk in, go sit there and have a beer.
You
Have a
got it.
brew. Yeah. Right on.
We've got after our event last night, we didn't have a chance to clean up our brewery, but this is our small little brewing space. Makes about 7 kegs is one batch for us, so it is just everything is a small batch. There's no great big large batches for us because it's such a small space.
But everything's so fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting fresh beer when you come here.
You got it.
That's great. All right.
We've got a kegerator there that actually we're doing a raffle for Christmas.
Oh,
And people want to buy tickets through that. All the money raised from the raffle from the kegerator will all go to sick kids. We're throwing a keg of beer in it, so whoever gets it gets a kegerator and a keg of beer.
Can you buy the tickets online at sirmonties.com, or do you have to do it in here?
It's through the group that we're associated with,
Okay.
HD Rock.
Okay.
So they're the ones who actually do all the charitable donations. So we donate to them and they donate to sick kids.
Okay.
So HD Rock on Facebook.
Okay.
Just HDROC and friends.
Okay.
And you can buy tickets through them and right online.
That's right. Right on.
Anyone that has any questions, they can contact us. We can put them in contact with the people. But there's like Leafs tickets and a bunch of stuff we're doing kind of end of the year raffles that just gives people some cool prizes.
That's awesome, man. That's great. Okay. All right.
That's it. Give you a slightly different perspective of the bar from here, but it's an old building, so the way the building is built, it's 3 floors. The kitchen's on the main floor, so it's designed to service the other 2 floors.
Yeah.
So what you see is what we have. We're no bigger than this. There's nothing hidden here. It's all right here.
Okay.
It's great.
It's a great spot to come in and enjoy a couple local breweries. You guys, some Monty breweries, and some other local breweries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. Well, I appreciate it.
touching our signs, like they're on ships.
Great context.
Punctuation matters.
That's great, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I want to thank Trevor and Ryan. They're filming us. We never introduce them. They're the ones doing all the filming.
There's always behind the scenes.
There's always behind the scenes guys, because I said if I had to film this, it'd be like the Blair Witch Project. We'd be like all over the place, right? So.
Fill in a lot more chairs.
I knew I was gonna get
First city.
I know. You guys, but no, I appreciate your time, and if you guys have time, we'll sit down for an interview and go over some more stuff.
That's awesome.
All right, man.
Thank you very much for coming
Thank
in.
you. Yes, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're here at Sir Monty's Brewery here with the owners Matt and Bobby. So yeah, welcome guys. First of all, I really want to thank you guys for letting us come here and do this.
Oh, anytime.
We mentioned a whole bunch, sent a whole bunch of emails out to people. Didn't get a response from anybody. You guys are the first one to respond from us. So I really think that your first interviews and
Awesome.
tour and stuff. So yeah, that's
Fantastic.
absolutely amazing. So
We always do stuff to try and be part of the community.
yes,
Right?
I,
Like,
that's
there's
I was
a
going to
bunch of
mention
stuff
that.
there, like we
Yeah.
do, so, yeah.
You guys get back to the community and podcasters, starting off podcasters. So I do want to think when I did come down here, first thing I noticed, it's just a really nice vibe in here. You guys got an awesome vibe that I thought's amazing. Like you got the old wood, you got the wood tables. Actually, it looks so incredible. So that's
we lucked out when we took this over because we
Yeah.
wanted a brewery, but we got a pub with it, which
Yeah.
is kind of nice
So
because a lot of breweries go to a very industrial, and this is more like a pub.
Yeah,
right?
it's
So-
like a great pub environment. So that was what I was going to get into about you guys, because I know this building was a different tone before you guys took it over. It was a strip club called Tango Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
long time before us, but you know, if the walls could talk, we don't.
Yeah,
want
I did.
Yeah. So I snuck in here when I was 18. I had my brother's ID, and I came and saw some peelers. Figured I'd share that.
I came in when I was 17. I would say it was my first and last experience here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
man.
shot, yeah.
Mine as well.
Might as well, right? So that being said, what is kind of the challenges you guys had when you took this building over? Or when you took this over? Like, was there a lot of construction kind of like or
It's
renovation?
as
As
We
is?
just kind of cleaned it up a bit.
Really?
We really lucked out.
Yeah?
Yeah, we decluttered it. The previous owners was trying different business avenues to try and bring people into the building. So we had a
Okay.
little coffee bar and a couple of things going within it, and we just took out everything that wasn't bar related, that wasn't working for us, and just opened it up a little bit more.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
started brewing here again.
Yeah.
Because they weren't brewing, but the
Yeah.
licenses were all kept up, so we get to walk in and brew,
Holy
which was nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I would
guys,
say it was
that's,
dumb luck. We actually came here because we were customers. We came here to have a beer,
Yeah.
talk about opening a brewery, and just happened to lean over the counter and said to the lady who owned it, well, I knew her because she was an EA for my daughter. So you guys want to sell the place? And she went, "Fuck yes."
Holy shit.
So
Oh,
it
that's
just worked out, right?
yeah. Wow.
And we kind of have a bit of a history with this place as well, because years ago a buddy of ours took some shots for a motorcycle calendar and also a magazine or something, and we came here right afterwards and had beers, and the pictures on the wall over there.
We had the film shot in Courtice. Like all the photos were taken down at the tunnel south on Courtice Road South, the old train tunnel.
Yeah.
Because it's got so much graffiti and artwork to it and stuff that's in there. So we used that as kind of a backdrop for a photo shoot, and then came here for a beer.
Wow.
So then we took over years later, like a few years later. He flew down from Thunder Bay where he lives now, and he brought us that picture. We hung it on the wall, just kind
Holy
of.
shit,
yeah,
eh?
so-
That's wow, man. That's a
Yeah.
really cool story, man. I like
We
that.
were younger
That's-
and a lot less gray back then.
Yeah.
I know it's your beards.
It's chrome.
Yeah, I
it's
did.
not gray. It's
Yeah.
chrome.
It's grown.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. So you guys do have some of your beers here that you, I guess you said were relabeling.
Yep.
Yeah, the labels like are incredible. I really like that. What inspired the new labels? Like, why did you want to go from your old ones to these ones that you're gonna have now?
So
Like-
most breweries have a theme going, that either the town they're in, the building they're in, the history kind of thing. So for us, unless we were going to go with a stripper theme, there really was no history to this building
Yeah.
that we'd really want to promote. So Sir Monty's was the name that the original owner had come up with, and the labels were just generic, just a Sir Monty's blonde. There was nothing fancy about it. Like, it was just a straight to the point type of beer. So after trying to think of what we could come up with, a theme common to both of us is our motorcycles. So we decided to go with a motorcycle theme. So when we first took over, we did a charity beer, which was our Live Free Lager. and 25 cents from every can that we sell goes to Sick Kids Hospital.
Oh, wow.
So we've
That's
continued to do that for the
incredible.
3 years that we've run it. So we've
Yeah.
maintained that label, but we decided just to stick with this motorcycle type of theme.
Okay.
With us being in Courtice and trying to be community oriented, our Kolsch is one of our most popular beers in the area here. So we rebranded that as our Courtice Proud Kolsch. And with the picture of the rock
label.
that's
Yeah.
out front,
Yeah.
that's right in front of the building, is now on the label.
Right there.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That is really cool, man.
Yep.
So you guys are going to start your own history here, basically.
I'll try to just
Yeah.
rebrand it something that
Rebrand
we're
it.
common to.
Yeah.
And, then, and try to stick with themes like our milk stout, for instance. You know, it's a dark black beer, so we
Yeah.
went with Matthew's Motor Oil Milk Stout,
Ah.
and it's just because of typical motor oil.
Yeah.
And then this summer we were at the Bowmanville Rib Fest, and we won an award for the best dark beer.
Oh,
So our red
Congratulations,
beer,
yeah.
we just changed that to our award-winning red and put a picture of the trophy right on the label.
Yeah.
Just
That's wow. I love how you guys are incorporating all that. That's amazing. And also too, like that being said, you guys also help other local breweries as well too. Like
Yeah,
you guys
we
have
sell their
different. Yeah, you
product,
sell
yeah.
their product here. I've seen that. So
Friends
that
with, you guys are friends with Matt Fillion, and what's his Focal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Focal, yeah.
you guys, yeah. But I mean, back in the day, we used to jam in his basement and stuff like that. It's crazy that he was it in Sterling.
It's near Camelford.
Near
Oh
Hastings
yeah,
area.
Hastings. Yeah, he's up by my parents and stuff. Yeah, I just think that's really cool, like kind of a small world kind of thing, right?
Yeah, so we popped in there one day, just out on the bikes, had a beer, liked the place, and over the years, now the last couple of, well, we've had this place 3 years, we've actually bought some brewing equipment off them. As they've upgraded, now we can upgrade ours, and that, have been really great guys to deal with, and we sell their product in here, they make a good product, so.
that's amazing. I like how you guys all work together. Like you're
Well, when I started going to breweries like a dozen
Yeah.
years ago, that's how it was. If you went into a brewery and I like IPAs, the guy behind the counter, an owner would say, go down the road, this guy makes a great IPA.
Wow.
Or if you're in Barrie, check out this IPA. And we've tried to continue that where we're not the only brewery here. There's lots of them in the area.
Yeah.
So you try and send people out to the other ones.
yeah.
And do that. Like there's a company called Brew Bus, and last year we did 2 tours. We took our customers on the bus and we went out to some breweries that we hadn't been to, so we kind of curated it ourselves, brought some beer on the bus, had some fun with our customers, and went out, just for the day and checked out some other breweries. And when we went there, thought, oh well, we're there, we'll bring some beer back because we got a bus, we might as well bring some beer back.
That's a fantastic idea. You guys gonna do that again this year, like
Yep.
for next year?
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah?
at doing it again.
Okay.
We're going to. There's an event coming up in December. It's called Stout Night at Indie Ale House.
Oh.
So we actually rented a limo. We got us and 12 of our customers. We're all going to
Oh
Stout
my
Night for the night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when you
So-
guys get back to your customers then.
Well, we like
You
to
know?
hang out with our
Yeah,
customers.
that's what I mean.
right?
That's incredible. You guys
Yeah.
want to hang out with your customers.
Yeah, they're not just customers that walk in the door and
Yeah.
then leave. We try to interact with everybody and
Of
connect with people,
course.
especially all the local ones that can walk over here.
Yeah.
And, try to be
Yeah.
that local watering hole where they're happy to come in and socialize.
Yeah, and you guys get back to them. Like you do these events for them. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, one of the things that's good about this place for us is that we took it over as a hobby. We both have day jobs.
Oh.
So this is a weekend only thing. So we're not
Oh.
trying to, get rich or make a living off
Yeah.
it. So it's a hobby. So we try to keep it as fun as we can because we don't have to take it that serious. As long as you get enough to keep the doors open, we're happy, right?
But I think what it shows when you guys do stuff like that, your passion for this, and I
Yes,
think
yeah.
that really shows.
Oh, I never want to lose that. I love
Yeah.
going to breweries wherever.
Yeah.
Like in the summertime, we'll go on a bike trip. Like this year, we went up to Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
And then up into Dryden, Kenora. So when we were in Kenora, we went to the brewery. And in Thunder Bay, we went to the brewery. And unfortunately, we couldn't bring much back on the bikes, but
Yeah, yeah.
we stopped at Terrace Bay. There's a little brewery. We stopped there.
Wow,
Right? So
wow, and
we're
it's
trying
like
to incorporate the breweries into wherever we go.
yeah, like a little. It's like almost like a community of you guys, of microbreweries and stuff like that get together and just talk about different brews and stuff
Yep,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
we're pretty fortunate. Our area has
Yeah.
some great breweries.
Yeah.
The people have all been friendly. Really helped us because when we took this place over, neither one of us had brewed before, not even homebrewed.
Wow.
Just 2 complete idiots that got drunk one day and went, "Hey, we should have a brewery."
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe,
Turns out it's
eh?
a little more work than we thought,
Yeah.
but we're still having fun with it, right?
That's the main thing. I think as long as you guys are having fun, you still have that passion for it. I think that's what really makes a difference. And like I said, it shows when you guys do that.
Yeah,
That
we don't
you-
take it serious
Yeah.
at all. Like like we called out our award-winning red because we won a award at a Rib Fest. Like we didn't win a brewing award,
No.
but it's just fun,
Hey.
right? You know?
Yeah, man, you won an award, and I think that says a lot too. Out of all the breweries that were there, you guys won that for your brews. So, congratulations on that. That's awesome. So, I also want to talk about you guys do events here.
Yep.
So you do comedy shows, acoustic sets, and just have bands and stuff play here.
Yep. Drag shows, burlesque shows. We did a Christmas market.
Yep.
Wrestling.
Wrestling
All
outside.
right. Okay.
We got Santa coming today for the kids.
Oh man, that's great.
We've
Yeah,
done. Yeah. What else have we done here?
And all the stuff that we do is usually all local people that we involve. So the wrestling, for instance, the guy that comes in that sets up the ring has a wrestling school in Bowmanville.
Oh,
So it helps
okay.
promote his wrestling school. It's all the people that are, the people that really love the WWE kind of wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's training you how to be a wrestler, properly take those hits and those falls and stuff. So he's got little kids involved and sets it up just in the parking
It's a
lot.
blast.
So
That
it's awesome to watch.
Yeah.
And you see those little kids that are like 9 years old,
Yeah.
where I was when I was 9, watching wrestling with my
Yeah.
dad, kind of thing, and cheering on the bad guy, the good guy, and just, it's awesome to sit and watch these guys. And you get to actually see them set up the whole ring and everything. You see what's actually involved with all that.
I tell you though, I absolutely love how you guys incorporate every kind of like industry into your
Well, we
brewery.
always call
know?
it bums and seats. Everything we do, hopefully
Yeah.
you get a couple more bums in your seats here,
Yeah.
right? That's what we call it, right? You do it. So whatever you do, something it brings in maybe some other customers that you didn't know.
Yeah.
And like say when we do the markets, we don't charge the vendors anything for being here. We try and work off each other's Instagram, and we get a few more people, they get a few more people. Works out good. With the charity stuff like HD Rock, where we do the beer through, the money goes to sick kids.
Yeah.
We do. We've done 3 chili and deviled egg competitions. So you literally come in and you can sample, 6 to 10 chili, 6 to 10 deviled eggs.
Oh wow. Okay.
That smell like death.
No, we hope it ends early so they get out before that.
Oh,
starts.
that's always
But-
kind of aired out. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done like euchre tournaments for some different groups for charities. We get the 100 Women Who Care in here right now, which is great. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's called 100 Women Who Care, 100 Men Who Care. They're in different areas or cities, and it's basically professional women get together. They all donate $100, so they come in here quarterly. 3 charities stand in front of them and plead their case why they should get the money, and they give the money to it. So they have 100 women. They're potentially giving $10,000 to that charity.
Wow.
So we donate the space for that because it helps, and the
Yeah.
charities have to be in your area. So you're helping your own area, right? We do bike nights in the summer, and we've done for sick kids, and now this year we switched over. We've been doing them for Feed the Need Durham.
Okay.
We've got the
Yeah.
boxes here for grabbing donations now till before Christmas. Tossed in there. We've Denise House,
Denise House?
Settlement House,
Bethesda
Settlement
House.
House? Oh wow.
Yeah, we've done some different ones. People approach us sometimes, and
Of course, yeah.
we can do an event and donate the space and help somebody. It's great. We get a few beer sales.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
But I think that's amazing too, like how much you guys are giving back for doing this for a hobby. You guys sure give a lot.
Yeah.
Like
You
say
know?
when you have
So-
the luxury of not trying to make a living. And
Yeah.
It's like if you had a brewery and it was your sole business, it'd
Yeah.
be a little tougher than what we encounter, but still.
But I think honestly, I think you guys would kill it no matter what. So continue what
hopefully
you're
one
doing.
day.
Yeah, no, continue what you're doing, and
Yeah.
I think everyone that hears this has to come in and support and bring some food and clothes for
Definitely, yeah.
donation and stuff.
Certainly,
So
yeah.
yeah, man. So you guys also do private events as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. So you can come in, rent this whole space.
Yep.
And you-
Saturday nights
Saturday
usually,
night?
or
Okay.
any off hours.
Any off hours?
We've
Yeah.
done weddings, birthday parties, celebration of life.
Anniversary parties.
Yeah.
We haven't done a divorce party yet, but we're hopeful.
There you go. Come book your divorce party at Sir Monty's in Courtice, Ontario.
Yeah. And
Get out of
those-
jail party.
Get out of jail.
Going back to jail party.
Well,
That could be
there's a sign
interesting.
at the top of the stairs that kind of tells you the events we do.
Yeah.
But what we like about the private party is nice because you have people coming in to celebrate something, and they're always in a great mood. It's a blast.
Of
It's
course,
fun. A good
yeah.
group of people. We had
Okay.
a party last night, and the family has actually done several parties here. This is their place. Whenever they have a birthday party, engagement party, they just come and do it here.
Wow.
And we love seeing them. You get to know them, and they come in. Hey, how's it going? You know
Yeah.
their name, everything. It's fun.
That's awesome, man. I love that. So I'm going to wrap this up a little bit because I don't want to take up a lot of your guys' time. I know you're busy. You're having Santa come in, so I don't want to take up a lot of your time with a bunch, like all these questions stuff. But you guys have been fantastic. We want to end this with it's called the 3 encore questions.
Okay.
So we're going to do this. So bear with me here. This is my first time doing this. So, okay. So when you guys were doing this and starting this, did you guys have any people that doubted you? Or was there anyone that haters are like, oh, you guys can't do this? Or was it everyone was
so.
pretty?
We've
pretty...
been lucky. Our friends have been pretty supportive.
Yeah?
Our wives are patient.
That's a good yes.
Yeah, our kids have come and helped us out. Yeah, I don't think we had really anything. I mean, we didn't tell anybody at first we were doing it other than our wives.
Yeah.
And it was actually funny. So back in, it'd be 2020, my wife booked a party here for my 50th birthday.
Oh, okay.
Then we had that thing called COVID, we don't want to talk about it anymore. That happened.
Edit that, yeah.
So we couldn't have my party here. So the people who owned it previous to us, they called us and said, look, it's COVID, I'll give you your deposit back. And we said, no, it's small business, keep it. We'll do this later, thinking it'll only be a couple months,
2-week crew,
a few years, right?
Yeah.
So then by the time it come around, we end up turning it my 50th birthday and my wife's 40th birthday. So we had gave the deposit for that, and we were doing her birthday in November. Well, by the time her birthday come up, we had actually bought the place. So the first event we did was my wife's birthday.
That's awesome.
That she actually paid the deposit on.
Yeah.
and then so what we did is we invited a bunch of friends. We had 75, 80 people here.
Oh wow.
And we were behind the bar and I kind of questioned it. He said, well, we got a good deal by being our own bartenders.
Yeah.
Right? So they said, okay, cool. And then partway through the night, one of the guys announced the HD Rock beer we were doing, and said, I want to introduce you to the owners of Sir Monty's, and then turned around, because they're all folks that turn around, and it's Matt and I stand there.
Oh,
right. So that's kind of how we told people. Yeah, no, we didn't. We've been great. We had
that's awesome. That's good to hear, man. You've been had a lot of support, and I think that helps too.
Yeah.
When you're obviously
100%.
starting your own business, is kind of that support that you need from family and friends and everything.
Yeah.
It's such a big thing too. So I want to go back to just you guys do events here. So do you guys bartender when you have private events?
Yep.
Okay, so they don't have to provide bartenders or anything.
No, one or both of us, depending on your
we treat it kind of like like a legion. They can bring in food if they want.
Yeah.
They have all the space.
Oh,
they can stream their own music. So if they want to theme it, whatever they're doing,
DJ,
they can decorate. They can do whatever they want to do. So
just wow, that's incredible, man. I love that. That is awesome.
As long as they give us free food, we're happy.
Hey, man. You can never go wrong with free food, man. So definitely book your events, Sir Monty's, Courtice, Ontario, for sure. So another question is there a place for our next interview you guys could recommend to us to do, music-wise, if you guys know anything else, venue-wise?
Music, so you want to go something
music-wise or brewery-wise? Because I know a lot of breweries, and you guys do a lot of events for music and entertainment.
Yep.
You guys are a big part of that because they're always constantly, like you guys, doing stuff like that. So,
I mean, there's a couple of really cool places. I mean, if you go over and talk to them at Five Paddles, and I can give you the contact information. Little Beasts.
Okay.
Downtown Oshawa is a place called Brew Wizards. It's a board game cafe. They do live music like punk nights and stuff.
Oh wow.
They do craft beer and coffee.
Okay.
And a lot of people know Jesse, who runs the place.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of places around here. Really.
I think that Brew Wizard. Would you guys mind giving the contact for that?
Definitely, yeah.
And can we just email them and just say, hey, you guys recommend it?
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah. I'll give you
the
contact information.
That is absolutely incredible.
It's a really cool place.
Yeah.
Downtown Oshawa.
Yeah.
Right, and it's very diverse. Right, it's coffee, bit of food, craft beer, and she probably knows more about craft beer than either one of us.
Yeah.
and like I say, they do the board game cafe, and they do they done punk nights.
Punk nights, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
And their customer base very diverse.
Yep.
Right, so it's kind of a really cool vibe place to hang out. And,
that's cool, man. I appreciate that. Well, you guys are giving back all the time, man. That's incredible. So, last question I have for you guys.
Okay.
If you can only play one song or record for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I can tell you right now, it would not be Wheat Kings.
He already knew.
When we started doing live music every Friday, we just scheduled, we used to change our hours and do a couple things. We standardized it, so we're going to be Friday nights at 8:00 would be live music.
Yeah.
And for an entire year, every person or duo or whatever that came in here to play, their opening song was Wheat Kings. And finally I asked a musician, I go, why? Why is it this song? Like, you know, they have had so many songs and so many hits. And he said, because it's a great song to warm your voice up with, because it's fairly monotone and it's only the 2 chords. So most people only play the 2 chords and it's monotone. So it's a great one to warm your voice up. I said, okay, that answers the question. So I put a sign over the stage that, you know, everyone remembers Wayne's World.
Yeah.
And, you know, he grabs the guitar and the guy points to the sign and says, no stairway. So my sign over the stage says, no stairway or Wheat Kings.
That's great, man. Well, we got that one. What not to play here. So if you guys are playing at Sermont, do not play Wheat Kings. Warm up with that song before you come. That's great to know.
For me, it would be Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's okay, cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I keep a copy of that on the motorcycle.
Yeah?
I keep a copy in the car, and I got the album at home.
That's great, man.
That is more to that one.
And you guys, sorry, I'm gonna jump back to when you guys do music nights and stuff, I saw you guys provide the equipment.
Yeah, if they don't want to lug the stuff down the stairs, because
yeah, we've got a PA system, speakers, monitor, mic stands, music stands, stools. So literally an artist can come down, plug in their guitar, and just play.
Wow.
They don't have to carry anything. So we do an open mic on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then that way we got a guy that comes in, sets up for us. So he gets everything kind of dialed in. So all they have to do is plug and play. That way they're not spending a lot of time trying to do a setup or anything, but they also don't have to carry anything.
Wow.
And then that's available on Fridays for our musicians that come in. They can use it if they want to. A lot of them have their own setups with their soundboards, and they know what their settings are.
Right.
But they can still use the speakers and everything if they want. They can just
holy shit. Yeah.
Wow. We realized very quickly, being in a basement, everything's heavy. You carry up and down. So.
Well, I like how you guys provide that, and I think that's incredible. So maybe someone just starting off that doesn't have any of this equipment can just come down, plug in their guitar, and play.
Well, and it works out fantastic when we do things like our drag shows, our comedy nights, different things.
Yeah.
They've got a PA system, so they can stream their music right to it. They can grab a microphone, walk around. We've got wireless mics even now, so we try to upgrade our equipment as we learn as what people need.
Yeah.
And so now it's right there. So now, again, nobody has to bring anything in if they don't want to. So.
That's absolutely incredible, man. Wow. Good for you guys.
Just bring the talent.
Yeah. Just bring the talent. No Wheat Kings.
That's
no
right.
Wheat Kings.
No one's ever done Stairway yet.
Yeah. That's great. So we want to thank you, all of us, from everything in between. We want to thank you guys so much for having us. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Like the work you guys do and what you give back and the passion you guys have for this. We appreciate that. And we're going to support you guys as much as we can. Awesome. So honestly, this has been really fantastic, and we hope to talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank
you, man.
And as a final word to anybody, if they do come in to get a sense of our sense of humor, they need to read the signs that are posted all over the bar, in the washrooms, in hidden areas. They need to spend 10 minutes walking around and looking for weird little signs, and that'll give them a sense of our sense of humor.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. All right, guys, we'll take care, and thank you very much again, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Welcome to Everything in Between on the Road with Patrice, TC, Ryan, and Trevor, where we talk about music and everything in between. So let's get into some music news.
Yay!
I know how much
Live from Sir Monty's.
Switched it up a little bit there.
Yeah, no.
I did
On the
switch it
fly,
up.
too. That was impressive.
I kind of switched it up on myself. So we're getting so some music news. So I know we talk about rock and metal and a lot of it, right? So I wanted to bring up there's a massive electronic music festival. It's called EDM, happening in Toronto. It's at Rebel Nightclub on Friday, December 27th and Saturday, December 29th. So it's called Solaris Festival. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's a massive electronic festival that they have. It's near the end of the year too. So yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys go to anything like that, or
probably not?
No,
and I don't follow any of that like music. I probably should if we're going to be talking about music. We got to talk about all fucking kinds of music,
I know, right? I'm so close-minded.
I know, right. But that's what I wanted. Like,
is Skrillex playing? I listen to Skrillex.
But I did want to bring up just because of that, just diverse of music, like all music.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Where we talk about everything. How one of the podcasts we talked about country rap.
Yeah.
You know, like just stuff like that. And then we talked about like new metal and just a whole bunch of stuff, right? So that's kind of what I've found interesting about this because I never heard of it myself.
Yeah.
Kind
And-
of depends on how many drugs you can
Consume?
I agree.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What is it?
Then I'd go probably.
But, he's only going fucking stoned out of his tree.
Unfortunately, my drug days are behind me.
I don't think
Can't
we
make it.
could actually drink all night there. Like, 'cause I think they go like all night too, right? Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine drinking
Yeah,
all
I think-
night? Like, you'd be fucking dead.
Is it like a rave?
I kind of think
Like-
so. Like a
kinda like a
rave,
rave?
kind of like where it's upbeat, where you're going. Right?
Yeah, and don't stop until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
kind of
basically,
thing.
till the
And
sun
then-
comes
even
up.
then, the
Until
party
you're-
goes over to somebody's house.
Yes.
Right, until your glow sticks turn off.
Yeah.
Good call.
Until the glow sticks don't glow
The
anymore.
glow sticks don't
Yeah.
glow anymore. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've never been to any one of these festivals or anything like that either, electronic or a rave. I never went to a rave when I was younger because I heard of
I did. It was a smaller one,
Was it? Yeah.
but
That's-
it was still a rave. Like
Yeah?
oh yeah, it's like people are like, you got the glow sticks and you're like looking in a corner. Like, no, seriously.
I
like,
wish you had a video of you doing that. Were you doing the
I didn't
whole?
say I was doing
Oh,
it.
okay.
I literally showed up to this thing with like cargo jeans and like a leather jacket, man. Like, swear to God.
And a mohawk.
And a mohawk. I probably had a mohawk.
That's amazing.
Cargo
I walk
jeans
into
and a
this.
leather
I walk
jacket.
into this thing and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. How did I agree to this?
Now I have to ask you about this. Were they welcoming when you came?
Absolutely.
Okay, see,
100%.
that's cool. I like
everybody
that.
was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I love your hair, right?"
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. So everyone was really
super-
cool with you.
Yeah,
because
super
Let me
well.
touch your hair. Let me lick your face.
Not
I'm on
wrong.
7 pounds
Yeah.
of mall.
Yeah,
Really,
Some,
eh?
some people are like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Fucking yeah, I believe it. Fuck that. I wouldn't
Wow.
They're just,
Okay.
they're just happy, like
Yeah.
super happy.
I think that's cool though. You know what I mean? Like as long as you said you didn't really fit in, like look wise, but everyone
They
was-
didn't care.
They didn't
They-
care. Then I
it
think
doesn't
that's
matter.
amazing because I think that's what music should be.
Yeah.
No matter you listen to rap or metal or electronic
there's
music.
people in like costumes and shit. Like it's
Yeah.
like borderline cosplay, I guess. Or
Cosplay?
whatever. So
Yeah.
people dress up for it for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I love how they're accepting of that, though.
Yeah.
Of someone that doesn't say fit into their music style.
I got some,
you know.
like looks like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Exactly
of
what I was
course.
thinking. What
Yeah.
are you doing here, right? But
As you would if you went to a metal show dressed in electronic stuff, like
Exactly.
a cosplay. It'd be the same
Same
thing.
thing. Yeah.
Where you'd still be accepting, but you'd be like, holy shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Kind of throw you back, double take kind of thing, right?
so to speak on that, accepting, I would say that the EDM or I guess the rave community would be more accepting to a metal person than the metal community would be accepting to a rave person.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
I feel like the metal community would probably gang up on that individual that showed up with rave gear on, kind of thing, right? They'd be like, "The fuck."
They'd be the target in the mosh pit.
100%. 100%.
You'd see them because of their glow stick.
Yeah. How are they finding me?
Holy shit.
Oh,
That's awesome.
that is good.
I mean,
So speaking of metal, I came up with this, and I think this is really cool. And you can bash me for it, but the sound of it is really amazing. It's Indian metal. It's an Indian metal band in Bollywood that just got signed to Fearless Records. Yeah, and they're going to start touring. Fearless Records, yeah. So they're going to start touring Europe starting in February 2025. And
that's
they
pretty cool. What's the name of the
sound, I should have probably brought that up, eh? That would have probably been
Probably a good talking note.
I did have it. Where did I do with it?
it's right there.
Oh, it is called Bollywood.
They're called Bollywood?
Yeah, it's kicked off. Yeah, Indian. Yeah, metal sensation Bloodywood. Sorry, Bloodywood.
Bloody.
What does that say?
Yeah,
Well, I can
Bloodywood.
understand you. fucked that up.
Bloodywood. Yeah, I fucked that up. So their name is called Bloodywood.
Okay.
Bloody-
Yeah, so that's my bad. I
I'm gonna have to
apologize.
check
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
But they sound incredible. So
Yeah?
they put in like the traditional Indian music with metal,
Wow.
and it
That would be
fucking
very
rock the
interesting.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
So you check them out. Go online, check them out, and see what you guys think. We'll get a review. What you guys think?
Is that like the?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what it
It's
is?
kind of yeah, with metal.
So instead of that, it's just like that.
Check it out,
Man, I'm gonna have to check it out. I got it.
Yeah.
I
I wonder if
have
they got
to.
the thick accents, or do they speak in like Pakistani?
or like Indian? Like, do they
no,
sing in that, or
I
they sing in
think they
English?
sing in English. Like it's, I have to say, you guys got to check it out. I'm going to keep this on my notes because I want to get a review of this.
Yeah.
From you guys and what you guys think.
I'm definitely
because they
gonna
will
check it
rock
out.
the shit out of you.
I'm
They're
definitely gonna
fucking
check it out.
fantastic.
Okay, cool.
And the fact they got signed by an American record label is so
Yeah,
cool.
Fearless.
So is this like the first metal band like to get signed from India?
I'm
kind
pretty
of thing,
sure. I
or-
don't know 100%, but I've never heard of
I never heard of it.
any other Indian band.
I'm definitely gonna
that
look into this.
has-
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Bloodywood, check them out.
Bloodywood,
Yeah,
yeah.
not Bollywood. That's fucked. Yeah, that's my bad. Because you guys, why didn't you write this in? I'm like, I did, but I just.
I think there was a New Delhi or something like that was in quotations, but
It was New
thought,
Delhi.
I thought the
Yes.
band name was New Death. I was like, oh god, my god.
No, but that's pretty cool though. That is pretty cool.
What's
Like,
your band name? New Death. You guys, they're already headbanging when they talk. Oh shit. Oh shit.
That was fucking good. New Dead.
It's not quite old, it's not quite new, it's new death. Bloody wood.
holy shit, man!
Signing to Fearless. Yeah,
Fearless Records, yeah. So
huge.
that's
awesome.
fun. I got that. I got this article from Scene Music Media. That's where I got that article from.
That's very cool.
But yeah, I definitely, like I said, I want to keep that for next time. Next time we do the music news, I want to see what you guys think of it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
I'll
definitely
definitely check it
research it.
Yeah,
and-
man, and I think that's amazing.
I'm
what
sure
they're
they have a
doing
bunch
with
of shit
that.
on YouTube. I'm gonna have to check out for sure.
Oh yeah, honestly.
What do you think a metal show would be like in Pakistan or India?
Busy,
What would that be?
That's the best way to put it.
busy. It would just be. I think it would probably throw a lot of people off because I don't think they're used to that, like in your face kind of like metal music. I don't think they are. To tell you the truth, that I don't know. I've never been there, so this is just me
Yeah,
guessing.
I don't know.
But I think it would rock the
would be
shit out of
crazy.
them, and they
I
might
think
be
so.
a bit scared. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. This is my guess. Like to us, we're used to it. But
Do they dress up?
Yeah,
They-
are
Are they like a costume band or like
no, not really. Like I
They just
think
dress metal?
they
or-
show up like
metal.
ISIS on stage or what?
he went there. He went there. Next topic. So I heard radio. Fuck, I can't even talk. God damn it!
That chair segment really wore you out.
I know.
Chair segment. Let's do a whole segment on chairs. Like you can.
So are
sit
they
in
for
this
sitting
one,
or
you can sit in this one.
Oh, that one you can sit in too.
that one looks extremely comfortable. We can't sit in it.
That should be his channel. We get his own show. You can sit in this chair. This looks like a cool chair to sit in. Like Bubba Gumbo. Shrimp on a bun.
Shrimp gumbo.
Shrimp gumbo. Shrimp chair. Soft chairs. Hard chairs. Foldable chairs. Picnic chairs. There's all kinds of chairs you can sit in.
Fuck you guys. But goddamn, that's fucking funny. Holy fuck! How am I supposed to carry on with the fucking news?
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, you're doing a good job. Keep going.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Doing a good job.
I'm sitting in a chair. So iHeartRadio is going to launch a Brian Adams radio station. So they're just going to be, I guess, Brian Adams kind of.
Yes, I think it was only a matter of time. I
Yeah,
think,
I'm surprised he
Kim
already-
Mitchell has his.
Yeah.
Let me guess. It's for Brian Adams songs.
Isn't that who else does it?
Just want to
Who's
state
that?
the obvious.
D Snyder or whatever from Twisted Sister? He has a radio
Oh, yeah,
station,
yeah.
right? So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think so. They're going to launch that. So I thought that was pretty cool on iHeartRadio Canada. So yeah, and I'm surprised you're right, and I think that's a good point to make. Why did it take so long for them to do this?
Yeah,
You know,
Well,
like,
he's
I'm-
busy touring and whatnot, right?
Well,
Like
they can still
maybe-
do it. Yeah, they can still do their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can record anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where he is around the world. He can do
Sure.
his radio station thing there. So I thought this is really cool. So I got that article from myheartradio.ca.
Yeah.
That's where I got that article from. There's a petition in the UK. It's Change.org Liam Laws. So what it is, that Liam that died from One Direction, was it One
I
Direction?
think so.
So when he passed, so what a lot of bands and stuff have been doing is they've been doing this Change.org for change for mental health for artists.
Yeah.
So it's been a big push for them to make laws and stuff about that to protect and help artists from the UK.
Laws?
Laws.
What laws are you going to make?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know kind of what it's all about. They're just doing the petition right now.
Like zero tolerance for alcohol kind of thing. Like that's not really. It's just a rule. It's not really a law.
Maybe a rule, or maybe I think it opens up help
Unwritten
for them.
law kind of thing?
Unwritten law, and
Yeah.
it gets maybe more mental health things involved.
Yeah.
Organizations involved to help artists and stuff like that. Because a lot of people don't realize like the amount of stress and anxiety and everything that's causing. And they were saying that's why that Liam Payne maybe passed away. Was from drugs and whatever it may be, from the mental health and everything like that. So maybe he doesn't have the access. Yeah, you have all these people around you, but you don't have access to mental health and to take care of that. So I think this is really what that petition is put in place, and especially for young artists that don't know. Like you're coming in this, say you're in a band, and all of a sudden you have 10 million people all wanting to talk to you, or you have to play, like do road, like go on the road, and there's no real,
it's a lot.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so maybe it might give them access to the help, like avenues to get help if they're having anxiety.
In every city, kind of.
In
thing.
every city, exactly.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
think the UK wants to be more of like a pioneer for that.
Nice.
You know, so I really
pretty cool.
thought that was pretty cool. And I think right now it says on there they have 152,000 signatures, and their goal is 200,000.
Nice.
So
They're on
go,
their way.
yeah, man. And I mean, go on the change.org, and it's called the Liam's Law. So go on there and Liam's Law, and go on there and help support that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's like, and what I said, it's like a safeguard for artists who struggle with mental health.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I think an idea might be like when you're setting up a tour, like all these promoters are doing tours, maybe they could incorporate a therapist to travel with them.
For sure.
You know, I think that maybe could be a really good thing for them.
Well, like
You know?
aren't labels? I'm pretty sure provide therapists. Like they pay for that. Well, maybe they don't pay for it. I bet the band probably has to pay for it.
Yeah,
it'd probably
well,
be-
You've
somebody.
seen it with Metallica, right? Like
Yeah,
so.
same,
Yeah.
But apparently he works with athletes a lot, mostly. But he also works with bands,
Right.
apparently. So yeah, that's pretty
Well,
cool.
and I
It's
think-
probably getting more and more, especially after that documentary came out. So
Yeah, no, and I think that's something that maybe should be incorporated with the price of a tour. You know, whether you got to pay an extra.
maybe it is, and that's why it's fucking
Maybe.
$1,000
Yeah.
now.
Shit, no doubt. Yeah.
I hope it is, honestly, to tell you the truth, because they have doctors around for sports people, like when they're in sports games, there's a doctor there,
Yeah.
but there's say no mental health doctor or therapist for someone that's suffering through mental health through touring. And you got to think too, like I've never done it, but can you imagine being away from your family and friends for 2 years?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're
it's-
traveling all these strange places. People are coming at you. I have no idea.
You're only back for like Christmas or
Chris,
whatever
yeah,
it is, like
even
little
if
holidays
that,
here and
like
there.
you're like going 365 days a year, and you're not stopping. So I think to have that to incorporate in a tour, definitely put
For sure.
a therapist price in there,
sure,
and
yeah.
maybe that might be something a therapist can start, and maybe start doing that.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
Or specific practice kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah, and I think that would be really cool. Like, specifying that.
Yeah,
So their practice would just specify in artists touring or bands touring.
Yeah.
Or whatever is touring, they can actually just go and tour with them,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, all right, let's get that started. I don't know how to do it, but I will just mention.
You got to
that.
become therapists first.
Wow, I mean,
Nobody's trusting you.
can we Thanks, Ryan.
You're out.
Well, that means I'm not going.
Although his office will have the best chair.
That you can't sit in.
I can't sit there. No, don't sit there.
The only therapist that makes you stand the entire session.
Wouldn't that be something? Can I sit here? No. You think you can't, but you can't. You're gonna stand this whole session.
I know it looks comfy, doesn't it?
You know
It's
what?
comfy.
You guys laugh, but now I don't have to go to school to go do that. So now 3 of you have to figure
They're
out how
gonna
to do
need.
it.
They're gonna need more therapy after they go. Like what the fuck? I can't sit in
Just
this
walk
chair.
across the hall to the next therapist. That was a hell of an experience.
I have a fear of heights now. I never had one before.
And chairs. For some
Chairs. I fucking hate chairs. Look at this guy.
Again, fuck you guys. But yeah, so I got that from change.org. That's
You
where I
almost
got
said
that.
share.org.
Yeah, I know. Change.org. That's where I got that article from. But I'm gonna go home and do a chair.
Let's get it all out of your system.
All right, so now we got that. So what's the next segment?
You guys want to hear this shit or what?
I think I do.
Is this back to what's up, bitch?
This is What's Up, Bitch. So I'm GZ, and this is What's Up, Bitch. The panelists on the daytime talk show The View recently criticized podcaster and comedian Joe Rogan. During a discussion about younger Americans receiving news information from influencers, Joy Behar targeted the renowned podcaster by saying, "We went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons." Joe Rogan took the criticism and ran with it by changing the bio on his Instagram profile to Dragon Believer. Even one of the panelists said, "People can rely on us for factual information because we receive our news from ABC." I'm more inclined to believe in dragons than what these clucking heads have to inform me about. They're basically implying that they are a newsworthy source. That's like saying to someone, "Hey, I know how to get there," then they drive you off a cliff. The only view I'd ever watch would be these ratchets in front of a firing squad. But it wouldn't be with guns and bullets. It'd be Trump walking up to them and grabbing each of them in the pussy. And according to reports, Walmart is the latest company to adjust its diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. The retailer announced it would not renew its racial equity center established after George Floyd's 2020 murder, and would cease participation in the Human Rights Campaign annual benchmark index. I think it's a horrible decision, because now who are white women going to yell at when they can't return a half-eaten banana? I like to call these women a MILF. As a minority, I'd like fired. The infamous sport car company, too, Jaguar, recently changed their logo from a traditional design of an outline of the wild feline with sharp lettering to a more simple font design with no animal outline. They also released alongside the new logo a commercial featuring people who appear to identify with the LGBTQIA+ community. Longtime fans of the company are claiming the product is officially gone woke. In that case, I think they should lean into it and change the J in Jaguar to an F. Elon Musk's Neuralink has officially been approved to start its trials on brain chip implants in Canada. The trial called Can Prime, is seeking 6 volunteers for a study that will test the safety and effectiveness of the device that allows people to move cursors with their minds. Apparently, thousands have already signed up, with the majority of them being men, which goes to prove one thing: men will go to extreme lengths to hide their browser history from their wives. So National Men's Day was on November 19th, and a lot of women took to social media complaining that most men did not know, including myself, and noted that men always complain on International Women's Day, though. And I personally don't ever complain on International Women's Day because they deserve it. I mean, let's be honest, all men have ever been responsible for over the years is the automobile, planes, electricity, television, the phone, roads, houses, tools, clothing, the wheel, nails, optic lenses, gunpowder, the gun, the knife, paper and digital currency, the internet, Jesus, printing presses, the boat, radar, and microwave, just to name a few. So let women have their day every year. So next year, let's pay respect to the fairer sex on March 8th and remember them as who they are. Women, the inventor of the sandwich and the headache.
Oh, damn.
And now on to sports and entertainment. A lot of controversy at the Country Music Awards this year after artist Shabuzi did not win a single or artist of the year, considering his smash hit, a bar song, Tipsy, tied the record for most weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100 chart, with the song taking the #1 spot for 19 weeks. Some are calling the fact that he was snubbed after not receiving a single award for his accolades racist and a reminder that country music is a white person's game. I truly hope that's not the case. I say switch it up a bit and allow more diversity within the genre. I mean, especially people from the South. They should embrace more black artists in country music. Because if they would, you could finally, after all these years, be allowed again to start singing the N-word in public. Ellen DeGeneres and her wife Portia de Rossi left the USA and moved to the UK after Trump's victory, claiming she will never return. They moved so fast you might call it lickety-click. Many in the UK are protesting her move across the pond, claiming, listen, we already have fish and chips. We don't need fish and fish. Ellen also has been seen with a new look, dyeing her hair a darker color. Don't worry, Ellen. Whether your hair is blonde, brown, black, or red, we still know you're a miserable cunt. And world-renowned Canadian rapper Drake is suing Spotify and Universal, claiming that Kendrick Lamar's smash hit Not Like Us was artificially inflated by bots and fake views and downloads. The hit is considered the nail in the coffin for the Drake versus Kendrick beef, and people seem to think Drake is taking a loss a little too far. Now, I'm not too familiar with the beef or their music, so I decided to go on Reddit and pick out my favorite insults on the matter. There's an entire thread called Drake's the Type of Guy, ... followed by absolute hilarity. So here's my top 5 that I read. Number 5. Drake, the type of guy who gets emotionally invested in a relationship with a hooker and thinks she's using the strap-on on him because she really likes him. Number 4, Drake's the type of guy to call the police on a gathering of black men that look intimidating. Number 3, Drake's the type of guy to say, now listen here, pal. Number 2, Drake's the type of guy to say, don't mind if I do, when he sees an unaccompanied minor. And number 1, the number 1 I picked was the Drake the type of guy to say good night, sleep tight, don't tell your mom or dad or the authorities. And finally, this wouldn't be What's Up, Bitch if we didn't pick on our good friend Sean Diddy Combs, right?
Oh shit, of course.
Yeah. American Thanksgiving just passed, and P. Diddy spent the holiday behind bars after being denied his request for release. His Thanksgiving menu was publicly posted and included the following: fruit, cereal, pastries, and skim milk for breakfast, turkey, roast, sour tofu, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, cranberry sauce, turkey gravy, dinner rolls, and hot holiday pies for lunch, and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, potato chips, whole wheat bread, and fruit beverage for dinner. Oh, and for dessert, cum. I'm TC, and that's what's up, bitch.
You gotta pick on Diddy.
Holy shit.
I told you that was the one. There was like just one line.
That's a lot. That's a lot to go through.
Can you imagine that freaking that for your turkey, like your Thanksgiving dinner, peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But then he had a better lunch.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
I love PBJ.
Yeah.
well, there's nothing wrong with peanut butter, like Thanksgiving. But his lunch was better than his
The
dinner.
fact that he can request food from jail is fucked.
Well, no, he like that. That's by the prisons, like that wherever.
Everybody
he's staying.
can?
Yeah, everybody's having the same meal as him. He's having the same meal as everybody. Like he didn't have a special meal. So they actually spoil him pretty good on Thanksgiving in prison.
Yeah, man.
We don't
Holy
need
shit.
Yeah, I don't even get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on Thanksgiving. Bro.
And they make it for them.
Yeah.
You don't even have to
exactly.
make it.
Yeah.
I think P. Diddy's got a stake in the jail. He has to.
Probably.
Because it's all private, right?
It's probably his jail.
It's probably his jail, yeah. He's got the majority stake in that jail.
Yeah.
Because they're all like privately owned and shit, right?
Bought it knowing what was going to happen.
Yeah, he knew he's going to eventually get caught.
He can
So
afford it. Fuck.
he can, yeah, exactly. He's got lots of money. So can he still spend money when he's in jail? Like, can he still buy stuff? And
I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how that. I just know like some of the guys that are in prison and shit, they have like cell phones and stuff in there, like
Yeah.
PlayStations and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what? Really?
And they get their food made for them.
No
Like,
wonder they
jeez.
want to fucking go back to
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Wow.
Free ride.
Yeah. Fuck.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a tour of Sir Monty's in Courtice, Ontario. We're
Yes.
gonna do a tour of their facility, and then we're gonna sit down with them and do an interview with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I look forward to that guy doing that. So
You remember?
Yeah.
Did you go to the pub crawl when we came here? Were you at that one?
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we
That
did
was-
a pub crawl.
I think that was the first time I've ever been here. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. And they were saying, yeah, so
There was like 42 or 43 of us, and they were like opened us, or like welcomed us with open arms,
Yeah,
kind of thing. Like,
100%
even though
they
they
did, yeah.
even though they had people here, it was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, we got a whole crew
Yeah.
coming in. And it was
Yeah.
Do that
amazing.
every year, like pub crawl? and shit?
no, that was
We-
it was a
we
private
did.
one. We did. It was
private. Oh.
We don't do it anymore. It actually
Yeah.
stopped. I think it was.
a couple of years
I think it
ago.
was during COVID.
During COVID, it stopped.
I think it stopped.
Yeah, there was talks of it going again.
Yeah.
But it never came up to
Everything
anything,
is just so expensive
That'd
now.
be
It
too,
is,
right?
yeah.
That'd be a fun podcast.
It was-
to do a pub.
oh
Just
my-
getting progressively more hammered.
Oh, it gets
Oh,
worse and worse,
Oh,
man.
it gets, and the fact I don't think it helps. So we we went to 10 pubs and had 10 pints.
Yeah.
But everyone else brought like liquor on the bus with us
Yo,
too.
which
So
you're
yeah,
not supposed to.
Jaeger and all
That's
this stuff.
dangerous.
Yeah, it ended up getting pretty nasty.
Oh, yeah.
Of just like
And
how
you know,
drunk people were.
you're having a great time, and you're sitting on the bus, and you're like, you get the bottle of Jaeger handed over to you, and you're like, nah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a little sip, and then
And your eyes just shut, and then you wake up the next morning.
you like. I mean, 10 pints is a lot.
That's
But
a lot. That's a lot of beer, man.
when you go to the first pub, we have dinner. At the starting pub, we have dinner,
Oh, we
and we
have
have
dinner.
a pint, right?
Yeah.
Well, some people have like 2 or 3.
Yeah, at
Just
the
a start.
first. Yeah, that's just a start.
And then,
yeah.
if we're there for long enough
this
at
guy,
any
some
other pubs,
Definitely.
good point. Yeah.
He was the only one.
Some people have 1, 2, how many? 5.
yeah.
Right behind the bar, pouring his
So
own.
you get into the same situation
That's only in
at
Cuba.
the third pub and the fourth
Yeah.
pub that you're there for so long that you're like, oh, I'm not like, I have my one, I have enough time for a bottle of beer,
Yeah.
right? Instead of a pint, so you have another one.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets messy.
Oh,
man.
it gets, yeah. Oh, but the biggest thing is to drink water. Everyone laughed at me. I said, make sure you get a pint and a glass of water
Yeah.
at every pub. And everyone's like, oh, go fuck yourselves. Or, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock.
What was that? Yeah, want some water now?
At 9 o'clock, exactly.
9 o'clock? How about a glass of water now?
Long fucking night, man.
Fuck you, yeah. Oh, it was a blast though, man. We had such a fun
Oh,
time.
it was so fun, so fun.
And when you said,
And like it's like you got like a whole sports team coming into a bar.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's
Basically,
like 40 of us,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
40 or 50. I think
Yeah.
the highest was like close to 50. But yeah, we just flood the bar. Some places like they're not even big enough. Like it seems like they're not even big enough for
Yeah.
50 people,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I
We just
remember-
cram in there and we all go straight to because everybody wants to get their beer first.
Yeah.
Get it
Yeah.
done. Get
Yeah.
back on the bus, right?
Yeah.
So we literally flood the bar.
Yeah.
And it's just 50 people at the bar.
well, there was one bar we went to. I always remember this on one of the pub crawls. We went in. It was a little sports bar. We went in. They had to kick people, the regulars, out because there's too many people in the bar. So they had to go wait outside and have a cigarette and stuff while we were in there. So once we left, they were allowed to come back in.
Yeah.
But because
That's
it was past their fire code.
Because
yeah,
like
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
guy that put it on, he
Yeah.
called all of these bars and said, look,
Yeah.
we're going to have at X time, we're going to have X amount of people coming in.
Yeah.
We're only going to be there for like maybe 25 minutes or a half hour, whatever it is. I can't remember how
it
long
was
we
something
stayed.
like that. About a half an
But
hour each bar.
something like that, yeah.
So.
But all of these places, okay, we'll accommodate you
Yeah.
and blah, blah, blah. And
Oh,
that's-
they were fantastic, and
Yeah.
he organized it so.
And this was
fucking
one of those
well.
places.
He
Yeah.
organized it so well.
Oh, they-
he even had people that stayed sober to wrangle us as idiots up back
Yeah,
to get
if we
back
needed-
into the
that pub
pub.
was 5 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
minimum.
Minimum,
And
yeah.
usually it says a half an hour per bar or per
5
pub,
hours of
but
drinking?
So then we
Yeah.
also stop like bar, 5, 6 or something like
Halfway
that. And
through.
there's pizza delivered.
yep.
Yeah.
So just in the parking lot, we
Yeah.
have pizza there and whatnot, and then we all hop on the bus and go off to the next one. And it reached from what it would start in maybe as an example, Frosty John's Bowmanville, and it would extend all the way to Pickering or Ajax.
Pickering, yeah,
something
Ajax.
like that.
Yeah, I remember we went to Ajax.
So yeah, it's a
So-
pretty, and then you go all the way back to your starting
Yeah.
bar, right? So
We should
got
we
back.
should maybe do something like that, but do it to brewing companies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
That's a good
That's a
idea.
really good idea.
Instead of going to bars, we go
Try
to
some-
breweries.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic. Yeah, let's keep. Let's.
Pick a few and
If someone wants to organize that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
someone
like
wants to
50
organize
people. It could be
that.
like 10 or
You
whatever.
get 10,
Like
10 people that are down
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
So, all right, guys. So we'll end it there on that, and we look forward to doing the interview and the tour at Sir Monty's.
Yeah.
So yeah.
awesome.
Actually, speaking of them, before we leave, we should probably talk about their beer, which is really good. This is their Sir Monty's. I think it's the red. It's the award-winning one. And you have
There's the light lager.
The
I like
light
beer,
lager?
so it's like perfect. It's really good.
very, very good. I asked him. I was like, "What's something that's kind of like a Rickard Red?" And this is obviously
Comparable.
almost exactly
Yeah.
like it. but
And
it's
also too
terrific.
reasonably priced. I
Yeah.
think these pints are only around like $5.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
Better than $8 or $9 you go to like fucking Boston Pizza or something like that.
Yeah.
Like these chains.
Yeah.
They do everything in house. It's super cheap and affordable.
Yeah. So
I mean, these
definitely-
guys. This was on the house from those guys. That's how
Oh,
much
yeah.
they appreciate
Yeah.
it. So that's how
great,
cool they are,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, cheers to that.
Cheers.
I really want to. Cheers. Hold on. That's,
Trev's not doing it.
cheers, guys.
Trev's hungover.
All right.
He's not having it.
And that's to the next one.
Cheers.
Next one.